wide of the mark from Davison at the near post.
Well, they've got back into this after a sort of a nervous start, Levante. So Tonya's decent attacking fullback. The number 3 puts the ball across there, and Davison, well, he got there.
Davison pokes it through. There's a bit of an opening here from Morales. It took too long in setting up the shot. It was closed down by Mascherano. Levante's problem has been getting the goals. They've scored just once at home before half-time this season. That's a real struggle.
Yeah, and their total goals for the season's 21 against 41 against, so also to be seen 80 yellow cards, which doesn't help their job. Compare that, Barca 33.
All this in the box. Rossi couldn't get a shot away. Neither could Desert. The ball out for a throw.
Rossi, if you remember, he actually started his European career at Manchester United.
A spell at Newcastle, which was rather ill-fated. Just a player that maybe worth a gamble. Levante comes in and can have that bit of class. He's already scored for them in the game against Sevilla last weekend. Almost scored a wonder goal on his debut, and he said he was so tired after.
Well, he's just his injuries. He's hardly played, so.
Well, it has improved in a couple of weeks that he has spent at Levante. You always have this knack of finding a good striker to keep them up. The likes of Caicedo, Cornet, Obafemi Martins, players who can just get enough goals to take them above the bottom 3.
Exactly, his game, and obviously the problem is this year they signed Gilas, who looked okay at Cordoba, but once again he just seemed to have weight problems. And
the ball is sent in, and the defence delivers it clear. Rakitic. Quick pass here to Neymar. He tries to carry the ball with him. Neymar keeps on going. Thought about the shot. Lays that one off. I'm not sure Alves was his intended target. Ball has come to Messi. Now back to Alves. And the loose ball is cleared out of the box. Plenty of space here for Suarez, who bears down on the area. Looks for that 1-2. He normally combines so well with Neymar.
Yeah, they're looking to keep it once again very tight in the middle. Levante, so many sides do, aren't they? Packing the box, defending a little bit deep. When Barca have the ball, at least, there's been other games where you've watched sides like Athletic, for example, who gave them a lot of problems in the Copa del Rey, or Malaga, who made them really struggle in the 2-1 win in Rosaleda a couple of weeks ago. What they've looked to do is push the field when Barca have had the ball in their half and then drop deeper once Barca have done it. The signs that Levante have watched those tactics, which, okay, didn't work, but probably came closer than most sides have come to causing Barcelona problems. Whereas Valencia, God knows what they tried to do in midweek.
Well, Gary Neville said when posed the question that teams had tried to push high on Busquets and pressure him on the ball, he said that those tactics hadn't worked. The teams who'd played that had lost. But they hadn't lost in the fashion that Valencia did in midweek.
But to be fair, Athletic in the return leg at the Copa del Rey were really only undone by, to be honest, a couple of very poor refereeing decisions. There's Suarez wasn't sent off for a deliberate handball, which would have been a second yellow, and a blatant foul in Barca's second goal in that match.
Well, a foul for handball was called there against Giuseppe Rossi, who couldn't quite bring the ball under control without the use of a hand. Messi collects on the right-hand side, just saunters forward. Rakitic over to Alves.
It's good work again from Davis and harrying.
To get round Rakitic, just caught up, and Davison felt that he should have had the throw in. It looks as if that should have been the case.
The Barca record isn't as spectacular as it has been other seasons. They've played away 11 times. They haven't won. Most teams, I think, will be reasonably happy with that. 5 wins. Which isn't, they say most teams will be very happy to win 5 out of 11, but Barca, sometimes you expect maybe a bit more.
Well, we spoke about Levante. Levante's first half scoring record just for 1 goal at home before the half-time break. Barca have only scored 4 times before half-time away from home. We have a go here. Neymar trying to add to that time. Save from Marinho, and he does well to get the ball away as well. Barcelona players were lurking in the box. Suarez ready for a... Levante trying to avoid this turning into one-way traffic, but Barca looking so comfortable. Played through Alves. Sorry, rather Jordi Alba. Tempted that cross in, rolling back to Marie. Collected by Piqué.
Great balance. Really well. When he's on his top of his game, Piqué, but I still think there's not a better defender in Spain. When he concentrates just on football. Although I think Piqué enjoys his little stories in Twitter. Here's Messi.
Trying to find that pass to Rakitic with the outside of his boot.
Oh, well played, Rossi.
It's good work from Rossi. Tries to ping that long pass to Davison. Sorry, to Morales. Morales stops his shot though. Recover from Davison. He's shown good commitment early on.
Well, it's a great chance for players like, I would say not Rossi because he's been there, before, but hang on, it's worth a shot from it. But
tries to clip it over. Pulled down, but no way through.
Players like Davison, it's for them to be seen, by a massive audience around the world.
Played in, taken by Davison. Tried to put it down on his chest. I think he was in an offside. Another look at the shot from Neymar. It's a Hollywood save from Diego Marinho. Pushing the ball away off that right-footed drive.
Lovely turn, isn't it? Just takes 3 players out of the action. And there you see Davison clearly offside.
We're coming up to the 20-minute mark. Football Club Barcelona have had the ball in the net against Levante. A goal wrongly ruled out for offside. They've had a couple of chances as well. Messi on the ball, takes on Morales. Back over the top. And it's not kept in play.
Referee didn't really help there, Peris Montero.
Right in the thick of the action. Super control from Neymar.
There was actually 1 booking off suspension, by the way. Both him and Mascherano. Next league game is at home to Celta Vigo.
Piqué also a game away from suspension. The game against Celta will be a tricky one. Football Club Barcelona have come unstuck before.
Not so
Luis Enrique's former side.
They smacked them was it 3-0 in the first, or 4-1 earlier on in the season. In Vigo. Celta also in the semi-finals of the Cup, but like Barca, I think they'll probably be resting players for the second leg because they suffered a 4-0 defeat to Sevilla on Thursday, which I think will make it very difficult for them to get to the Cup final.
There's Iniesta. Thanks to Alba, and the ball is deflected in. It's an own goal, and Barcelona take the lead.
Well, it's a nicely worked move. It's unlucky on Navarro.
Well, they tried that narrow defending, trying to pack the box, and in the end it proves to be their undoing.
Yeah, he's just driven it in, hasn't he, Jordi Alba? And could have gone either way. Could have gone out, unfortunately.
David Navarro gets his name on the score sheet in a way in which he wouldn't have wanted. It's an own goal to make it Levante 0, Football Club Barcelona 1. I think it even comes off his backside.
It does indeed.
Suarez was flying in just to try and get a touch on it.
To be fair, it just catches him a little bit wrong foot, doesn't it, as well? He's unfortunate. But probably deserved for Barca. They've had a couple of decent chances. I say they were unlucky to have a goal ruled out.
Cut back, and the header out is by Mascherano. Luis Enrique was having words with him in the aftermath of the goal, just reorganising the defensive tactics.
Yeah, because normally you don't play against two central strikers in Spain, do you? You tend to have one and then two or three players lying a bit deeper. Not many players play with two out-and-out forwards. Villarreal do, for example.
Played short to the near post. Rossi tried to force another corner, but it wasn't the case.
Yeah, thinking about the Copa del Rey, obviously, final is 99% certain to Barca Sevilla, or 98. Let's give Celta a chance. Still don't know actually the venue for the final, and we don't know what day it'll be played on either. It's good to see that sort of planning, isn't it, carried out season after season.
Well, potentially the 21st of May, but that could be very well subject to change.
Depends who does what in Europe.
Europa League final is set for the 18th.
You know, but let's be honest, it might be a yellow card. It's if you look at your map, it's Barcelona in the far northeast against Sevilla in the southwest. Where is the logical venue for the Cup final? Bearing in mind that both teams have a lot of supporters. The biggest ground in the centre of Spain, where should it be? The Santiago Bernabéu Stadium. What are the chances of Real Madrid offering their ground? I would say 0. Because Florentino Perez is a gentleman.
Zufidal has picked up a yellow card for knocking over Luis Suarez on the break. Barca have the free kick. Hooked up field.
It's funny, year after year, bar and hotel owners in Madrid sort of write petitions saying we want the cup final.